stat, of course, but also, they don't learn anything outside of normal and electric type moves. Ooh, wait. Wait a second. This has potential. There we go. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to what is going to be a new series here up on our channel. If you read the title, then you know what we're doing. If you haven't read the title, we're going to be tackling a Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Extreme Randomizer Nuzlocke. And what I typically do, because this is the first Extreme Randomizer Nuzlocke I'm doing in quite a while, I think. I think the last one I did was Emerald back last year, and I enjoyed that one a lot. And I wanted to tackle a game that I know that we haven't beat yet. Alpha Sapphire is one of those games. Heart Gold and Soul Silver is another game, and it really came down to a coin flip between those two. But the reason why I went ahead and did this is because it's actually been about three years since we would have done a series involving this game. So I wanted to go with this because it's by far like my favorite remake that they've came out with. But like none of the remakes necessarily have been bad. I just really wanted to play Alpha Sapphire again, and I'm really excited because I'm here for something fresh, something new. And it's funny because I told myself, don't add another series onto your plate after, you completed Rebirth, you completed Mario and Sonic. Take yourself a break because you're going to do, the new Sonic game. And then you got Rejuvenation, and then you got Pokemon Violet with Mr. Brown. But then I kind of sat there and I was like, well, if there isn't consistency, that much consistency with Scarlet and Violet with Mr. Brown, because we do have to work with two schedules, and there's going to be times where I'm going to be busy and he's not. There's going to be times where he's busy and I'm not. So we got to kind of work with what we got with that series. And then Rejuvenation, we're really far ahead on videos for that series. And it's funny because all the series that we're doing are Nuzlockes. Rejuvenation's normal. Pokemon Violet with Mr. Brown, that's also normal as well. But yeah, we are going to go ahead and tackle Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So for an Extreme Randomizer Nuzlocke, how I typically like to do it is damn near everything is randomized. The only things that aren't going to be randomized are evolutions and stats. Because I thought about doing the stats because I've seen that done before and it's always piqued my interest. I think when it comes to randomizing stats, they don't. I think they still go based off of the Pokemon's base stat total. It just kind of gets random and wacky. I think. I could be wrong. But ultimately, I decided against it because I wanted to just go ahead and tackle this game for an Extreme Randomizer. So that means Wild Encounters are going to be randomized, Statics are going to be randomized, Legends are going to be randomized, Megas are going to be randomized, Marts will be randomized. Every important trainer battle will have a team of 6. typings and movesets are going to be randomized. That is going to be the twist in this series. And so what I did was I wanted to make sure that my save file was like okay. So what I did was I made sure that we what's the word I'm looking for? I wanted to make sure that everything was working, like typings randomized, movesets randomized, starters were randomized, and they are. I know what the starters are. And I think I know what I'm gonna go with. I also did, and this is what I like to do for a bunch of my series because I think it makes the game, it adds a little bit of extra difficulty because I know sometimes the games can be a little bit too easy if you randomize it because you might get much better TMs than you typically do. But I threw on a 20% level boost for everything. So wild encounters, battles, statics, all have a 20% level boost. So this game should get to being a little bit difficult. This game should actually be really difficult, I should say, because this is the last game that doesn't hold your hand in telling you, you know, what things are super effective against. So there is that. But now we can go and get our starter. And I think I know, I'm pretty confident I know what I'm going to want to go with. So we open the bag. Yeah, so these are our starter options, which none of them are really like that great, but you can see, if you've watched some of the extreme randomizers that I've done on my channel, it can make Pokemon who are like okay or mid pretty good. And I would say these are all kind of like the same tier of Pokemon. Claydol could be good early on because it's full. It's a full Evo, and with a good typing, this thing could be really, really solid. Deerling could be decent with a better typing, but I think something that would be a lot more fun is we go with Sandshrew. And this is what I went with in my trial run. And as you can see, we're running into something big pretty early on in a Mega Aerodactyl. So let me take a look at what we have here. So we are holding an item. Oh, our ability is Sturdy. Okay, so I did randomize abilities as well. So Ice and Dragon, okay. So Shuckaberry is super effective ground type attack, so I probably want to take that off because we really won't need it. What is our moveset looking like? Hail, Cross Poison, Dragon Rage, and so ooh, okay. So what I tried to do with the randomizer is I tried to randomize it to where the movesets would. Ooh, it's got roleplay. So it has Bad Dreams, now it has Sturdy. Interesting, okay. That means it's gonna survive the Dragon Rage. But, actually, I don't know what this thing's typing is, so I can't, I probably shouldn't have tried to go for Cross Poison. Jump Kick, that is super effective, but we have Sturdy. That's going to be such a good ability. I hate that that goes away when we evolve, though. I think that's the one part about that I'm a little bit annoyed with, is that I know that goes away once we evolve. But if we get a better ability, then hey, forget about it. But Ice and Dragon, there aren't that many Ice and Dragon types, I don't think. I think in this game there's Kyurem. And is that it? Is that the only Ice Dragon? Because I know in Gen 9 we got the Baxcalibur line. So, Ice and Dragon, what are we weak to? Dragon, Fairy, Fighting, Steel, Rock. Okay, we got a lot of weaknesses, but... even though we got a lot of weaknesses, if we have Sturdy, then we're chilling. So we got Sandshrew, but it's Ice and Dragon, because I want to play their names off of the typings that they are. It's lagging. I don't know why it's lagging. There we go. So I wanted to go with Drake Cold, because it's an ice type, it's a dragon. I think that's a good name. And if I remember correctly, I believe, the first encounter we get, I believe the first route is 100% catch rate. I believe it's 100% catch rate. And if that is true, that's huge. Obviously, we don't get Pokeballs for a little bit of time. But that'd be huge. Do I even want to... I don't know if I want to take a look and see what's in the grass or not. Because I don't think the encounter tables... I don't think they changed. Alright, Hariyama. Hariyama is... it's okay. Probably not something that I would be too overly excited for, but... what this does help with, actually, is us getting a lot of XP. I just realized that. And it'll get to the point, too, when we get more stuff in, like, the area nav, or the dex nav down below, we can see, as long as we encounter something in a battle, we'll be able to see what, we could see what is potentially in routes for us, which would actually be kind of cool. But if I had to prefer... ooh, Hypnosis. Okay. Do I want that more than Soak? Because this could be good for catching stuff. Because the only thing Soak is really good for is changing something's typing to water. So getting rid of Stab, but even then, it doesn't change... it doesn't really change movesets and whatnot. So... Phoebus. That'd be an interesting Evo. Because I turned off Impossible Evo, so... what, I would just need a... I would just need, what, a Prism Scale for Phoebus? It's gonna be so weird. It's gonna be so weird playing this game again. Because I haven't touched ORAS in so long. I really have not. But when I tell you, like, these are, like, happy place... it's a happy place type of video game for me, because... of how excited I was for when this remake dropped. Let me tell you. Okay, so I don't think there's going to be much in terms of secondary marts for quite a bit. And I think if you... okay, you don't get another one if you try to talk to him again. Okay, so... I'm not quite too sure why Citra is skipping a little bit, but we should be okay. I'm just kind of taking a look here and seeing what's in this route. Okay, Furfrou. It doesn't evolve. So I'm a little bit iffy about that. But the nice thing is, with us having Dragon Rage, is that we can pretty much one-shot most things that are going to be in front of us. The only thing we need to be careful of is a Fairy type. But we do have Cross Poison as well, which is a good move to have regardless, because the Sandslash line is physical. So that's really good for us. Now, I think the first rival battle should just be a one-on-one. Yes. And she's going to have the Claydol. Okay, so we know that she's going to carry Claydol the whole game. And it's level 6. I feel like we should try and see what typing this thing is before we just click the Dragon Rage button. I also don't know if he's going to outspeed me or not. Relic Song. Could be normal type. Could be normal type. Because if that was like a normal starter selection screen, like if the typings weren't randomized, I probably would have wanted to go with Deerling. Just because you get the grass type, there's 2 ground types. To me, it's just free. It's just free. Okay, so what do we see in that first route? We saw Hariyama, Feebas, and Goldeen. So nothing too crazy. I mean, I love my Milotic. That would probably be the one thing there that I'd want if I had to choose. But there's probably a good chance that whatever we actually get is going to be something completely different. I didn't even check the nature of our Sandshrew. Okay, so defense down, speed up, which doesn't really help it. I actually would have preferred the opposite nature. I would have preferred defense up and speed down. Just because I know Sandslash isn't necessarily quick. But I guess we gotta see. You never know. Because it's completely randomized, the way we have it randomized. Who knows? Who the hell knows? So we get the Pokédex, which I'm pretty sure I turned it on to have National Dex, which I don't think it matters per se with the National Dex. Because I think the only game that really matters if you get the National Dex immediately is Fire Red and Leaf Green. So that way you can actually have things that aren't from Kanto evolve. Which it was funny when I was a kid when I figured that out for the first time. Because I was like, getting to the screen, because I was running through one of my save files, one of my many save files when I played that game with a Golbat. And it kept evolving, or trying to evolve, and I was like, okay. But then like it stopped and then it just popped up with like a question mark and I'd just be like, why is it doing this? And then you would never get the answer. Alright, so yeah, we have the map on the bottom, or we can use the Dex Nav, which I am just going to put the Dex Nav there. Oh, look at that. So we see, you can see there with my cursor, you see Goldeen and you see Feebas, but we don't see Hariyama anymore. That's really odd. Yeah, that's really odd. Well, whatever it is, it's 100% catch rate. Yikes. This does have the potential to be good, I suppose, but... Ooh, that's a blow. My team is just a bunch of mid-Generation 1 Pokemon. Does it tell you what typing they are in the Pokédex entry? It does. Bug and Ghost. Do we have a Bug Ghost type? Shedinja. Shedinja. Okay. I think I know. I think I know what I want to name this, just as a joke. I'm gonna name it Nightmare. Now, that name kind of has two meanings, because when you think about, or people, I'm pretty sure people have talked about this before, but get a Safari Ball. Doesn't that break the game? I don't know if it does. All right, so Blaze. Again, switch the nature around. This thing would be nice. But a lot of people talk about how the psychic typing is very similar to like humans and whatnot. So when you think about what is weak to psychic, think of what humans are scared of. But there's no... Yeah, there's nothing there. But it's like, what's humans scared of the most? And you have the dark, you got ghosts, and then you also have bugs. So with us being bug ghost, I was like, okay, that's perfect. Now, one of the many things of why I don't like the Voltorb line is because I don't think their stats are good outside of their speed stat, of course. But also, they don't learn anything outside of normal and electric type moves. Ooh, wait. Wait a second. This has potential. This has potential. Because of Mega Evolution. It's not going to be as good as it typically is, unless it has Parental Bond as its Mega ability in this game. Okay, I can't really afford to go for it again, but what I could do, I could Hail here to get a little bit more chip damage off. Because if I get this and get the ability to Mega Evolve, this could be huge, because I'm pretty sure the Mega Evolutions will have not only different abilities, but I think they carry different typings. That's huge. And because Kangaskhan is a pretty good mon in its own right. I mean, a lot of what makes it good is that normally it just has the one weakness, which it more than likely won't. Skill swap. I don't want to have skill swap because I prefer having sturdy. That's such a good ability to have in early game. Ooh. Water. Water is typically the most common typing. And I know this isn't gonna necessarily make sense in terms of the animal that it is, but it makes sense based on the type of Pokemon it is and the typing that it is. I'm gonna name it Mother Goose, because we're trying to be creative with our nicknames. Kind of like what I was trying to do with Rejuvenation. I want to be more creative with the names. So Mother Goose, it's got a power anklet. Wait, can I? Ooh. Okay, so it had Cute Charm, which is alright. It has Scald, so it has Stab. But we need physical water moves if we want this thing to be good. It's got Scald and Draining Kiss. Okay. I think the only kind of sucky thing is we don't get the Mega Ring until kind of like the halfway point of the game. So if I can keep the Kangaskhan around till then we're chilling. Otherwise, things might not look so hot. But if I can get a physical move, it doesn't even need to be a water move right now. If I can get a good physical move and then hopefully eventually learn a can you even sell this? Yeah, you can't even sell that. But Power Anklet you can sell for 1,500. So that's actually big that we got that pretty early. Okay, I think just to be safe, especially because we got the extra money, why not? Get some extra balls. Now, the scary thing about us playing the game that we're playing is the fact that potions are going to be okay, potions are going to be good at this point in the game. But there's going to get to a point where they're going to be not good for us. Okay, so something we've already seen in this route is Voltorb. So obviously, we play dupes and Species Claws, so if we run into Electrode, Sandslash, anything that we have caught already, yikes. I don't like that. It can Mega. It can Mega Evolve. But this is easily one of the worst things we could have encountered. I have a team of misfits, it seems like. But when we get that fishing rod, when we get that old rod, we're gonna be getting so many encounters. Alright, do I want to switch? Do I want to switch? I feel like I was thinking about switching just to try and weaken this thing. Because I was thinking Metacam had a somewhat low catch rate. Oh my god, and it's got a terrible typing. Rock and normal? Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I can say this is me with my terrible nicknames. We're gonna name this thing Midicam because it's I don't even know if mid might be being too nice to it. Rock and normal? That's a big quad weakness, but not only a big quad weakness. It might have a big quad weakness, but holy shit is its moveset pretty good right now. Okay, so it's got Psycho Cut for some variety, and it's got 3 rock moves. So this is definitely going to be an example of something that if we keep and we use, we need to get its Mega Stone. Which I'm pretty sure ORAS changed this, because X and Y you had to wait till post-game in order to go and get all like the Mega Stones and shit like that. I think this game was different in that where the Mega Stones are at, wait, those are going to be randomized. I think where you get the Mega Stones, those locations, I think they're randomized. I can check, because what I want to do is I want to eventually get to a stopping point in this video. Typically I want the videos to be at least like 30 minutes long, unless we're doing like a gym episode. Those ones can be shorter. Kind of like what I've done with like master mode videos in the past. Because can't you get a Mega Stone over here? Maybe not yet. I'm pretty sure the Mega Stones are going to be randomized, and they're not going to be randomized to other Mega Stones. That's tragic. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video at this point. I'm going to get our layout all nice and updated for us, whilst getting the rest of the squad here up to at least level 5. That way it's not just Sandshrew kind of run and shop, because right now, especially with the team that we have, I think Mother Goose and Dracold are going to be the ones that are kind of carrying the load for us. We could potentially get a full team before the first gym, and if we can get a full team of typings that don't overlap, that would be cool. That would be great, but there's no guarantee that that's going to happen. But if you guys are excited for this brand new series and want to show your love and support, make sure you show it by clicking that like button down below, because it'd be greatly appreciated. While you're down there, why don't you click the subscribe button as well so you don't miss out on more videos like this. Like I said, we got 3 different Pokemon series going on right now. We got this, which is starting, and now we have Rejuvenation, and we have our Pokemon Scarlet and Violet co-op that we were doing with Mr. Brown, where I'm playing through Violet as a Nuzlocke. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and show some support to those series as well. We're also starting the Sonic and Shadow Generation series. Well, we started it already. I don't know where we're at the time of this video being uploaded, but that's besides the point. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.